All right. Welcome back to No Filter MMA. This is your boy BJ back with another post-fight reaction, man. Kayla Harrison defeats Julianna Pena and, it captures UFC gold, man, and it just, at this point, it just is what it is, and Julianna Pena did everything that she could to fend off Kayla Harrison. You know what I'm saying? It was a late second round submission. That was literally seconds left on the clock. But Kayla Harrison locked up a deadly Kimura. And if Julianna Pena didn't tap, Kayla would have broken her arm. Like, that was the tightest. That was one of the most slickest Kimuras I've ever seen in my life, man. And Julianna was trying to she had a plan. I could see Julianna's plan. Her plan was to try and weather the storm of Kayla Harrison and drag Kayla Harrison into the fourth and fifth rounds where Kayla could, be tired, but it just didn't happen like that. Julianna Pena did a good job of trying to defend the takedowns. She was trying to dig underhooks. She was trying to frame off, but Kayla Harrison was just she's just too big, she's just too big and too strong for somebody like Julianna. I really hope that, since Julianna lost the belt, I really want to see Julianna drop down to 125 pounds. Go back to flyweight, drop back down to 125 where you're not having to worry about being outsized, sort of like what Jillian Robertson did. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a wide spectrum of size at 135 pounds. You got girls like Yana Santos, Kayla Harrison, Ketlin Vieira, you know what I'm saying? Amanda Nunes is coming back, Norma Dumont. You got girls that are on the way higher spectrum of 135 pounds. And then you got people like Misha Tate and Julianna Pena, you know what I'm saying, and Rocky Pennington, and, a couple more people who are just not, they don't carry that same size like Norma and Harrison and a few other girls that fight in the division. You know what I'm saying? So, but in Julianna's case, I think it'd be a really good idea for Julianna to at least explore 125 before she leaves, before she calls it a career. You know what I'm saying? She's won the belt twice at bantamweight. Let's see if you can, end it with a fresh start. Like, it's a great opportunity for Julianna to drop down to 25 and see what she can do at 125 pounds. She'll be much more physically imposing. I don't think it will kill Julianna to make the weight. You know what I'm saying? Let Kayla Harrison kill herself to make that weight. Julianna Pena I don't think she should be tasked. I mean, she's proven what she's needed to prove at 125. At 135, she got the win of all wins against Amanda Nunes. So drop down to 25 and fight at 25 and win the belt at 25. You know what I'm saying? So, but the fight was, the fight kind of went Kayla Harrison's way. Kayla was able to get the takedown and drag Julianna down and pin Julianna down, you know what I'm saying, and work for those positions. There was literally 5, 6, 7 seconds left in the round, and she locked up that Kimura, and Julianna had to tap. Some people in Combo's live stream, some people in the comments are saying, oh, it was only just a few seconds left and Julianna tapped. I don't think you guys have ever been put in a Kimura. You know what I'm saying? When your arm is bent like that, if you do not tap, you will break your opponent will break your arm. And Kayla Harrison would have broken Julianna Pena's arm if she didn't tap. So I'm not mad at Julianna tapping. She lives to fight another day. You know what I'm saying? But congratulations to Kayla Harrison. Of course, we got the WWE shenanigans with Amanda Nunes coming into the cage after the fight, setting up that Amanda Nunes and Kayla Harrison fight. But, hey, all props go to Kayla Harrison. She did it. She came from PFL. She dropped down to 135 pounds, and she won the fucking belt. You know what I'm saying? She won the fucking belt. Respect. That is respect. Whether I'm a Julianna Pena fan or not, that is respect. But as a Julianna Pena fan, I'm not about to make excuses for Julianna Pena because I hold my fighters accountable. You know what I'm saying? There's no excuses for Pena, but like there would have been no excuses for Kayla Harrison. We'll let you, Whaley and Amanda Nunes fans and Valentina fans, we'll let y'all continue to make the excuses for y'all fighters when they lose. There's no excuses for Julianna Pena. She lost. She lost. You know, like I said, though, I really just would like to see Pena drop down to 25, go down to 125 pounds where, you know, like I said, physically, it's much closer because Kayla Harrison was ginormous in there tonight. And Julianna Pena looked very small in comparison to Kayla Harrison. Like that was, it was almost shocking to see them like against the cage and stuff because Kayla Harrison just looked massive. Let Norma Dumont deal with that. Let Amanda Nunes deal with that. Let Yana Santos. Oh shit. Oh sorry. Let Yana Santos deal with that. You know. But anyways, guys, shout out to Kayla Harrison for winning it. And of course, y'all know I'm gonna talk more about it. It is what it is. Let's go. This is your boy BJ back from No Filter MMA. Drop those comments in the comment section. Hit that like, hit that dislike, and if you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button. And your boy is out.